the way we think of intelligence in humans is a bad way to think about the capabilities of an AI that can do things. So its strengths and weaknesses are so different to ours. It just doesn't make sense to think about it. So it's like we need a whole new psychology and cognitive science area around this to try and think about it.
Yeah.
Because what they're good at is just so different to what we're good at, and it's scalable, and you can do so many things simultaneously, right? Humans can't do that. We can't multitask, right? We think we can, and we can't. We crash a car when we're listening to a podcast, when we're on the phone, right? So we have this spotlight of attention that moves around. So we're good at doing that and focusing. And once you start messing with that, we're pretty bad at things. And computers aren't like that. They can run lots of things simultaneously in parallel. And that one basic thing, to me, suggests, that it's just weird to compare the two.
Right.
I think we need a whole new units of understanding around intelligence and IQ for AI systems.
What would that look like?
I don't know yet, but I haven't heard anyone even working on that or talking about it. But because this thing's moving so fast, I don't think it's going to lag behind by another 5 years or something. Right? The scientists working on this stuff are just catching up with what is AI. It's moving too quickly.
I mean, one of the things that you hear people say humans will always retain an edge on is creativity. Do you buy that?
No, I don't see why that would be the case.
Again, it comes back to the pixie dust.
Yeah, I just don't see. What's the reason for that? People have said that, but right, because
people say that AI is just cobbling. It's an autocorrect. It's like it's a spell checker essentially. It's cobbling together. It's vacuuming up everything that has ever been said by anyone, and then when you ask it a question, it just chops and slices and dices what people have said in the past and provides you with the likeliest best response. But there's nothing going on under the hood. So it's never going to write Proust. It may write the kind of thriller. It might write a John Grisham book that you pick up at the airport bookstore on the basis of other John Grisham books, but it's not going to be Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, at the moment. I think once we start giving it limbic systems, emotions, and move into those spaces, once they become embodied, which they're about to, right? So I don't know what Tesla released their new 2.0, whatever they're up to, this new robot, and it's a Boston Dynamic. So there's 3 or 4 companies doing these humanoid robots, and once you put the AI into those, they'll start interacting with the world, and that's a whole new way of learning, right? So you're starting with whatever the GPT 5 will be, and then you let it loose, and it can learn what an orange looks like, what it feels like, and then it will do that for 1,000 other things. And Google's already doing experiments like this. So once you add embodiment, and the learning will take off in ways I'm pretty much 100% sure we won't predict.
Yeah, right.
Right. So so far, even the people that have designed these systems have failed to predict well how it's going to perform, right? So I would sort of extend that forward, thinking that all predictions are basically going to be wrong on these systems. But once you have embodiment, that's the missing key to this thing. That's the missing piece. And the systems will start learning about objects like the way babies do and kids do, right? They can learn what gravity is firsthand by dropping things and seeing them break, right? It doesn't have to learn it from words on the internet. It'll have that as well, but it will have this whole new source of action learning, which will change everything.
It sounds scary.
You scared?
A little bit.
We can go down the scary thing.
Yeah.
I love to do the scary AI with the deep fakes and the scams and the things.
Yeah. But I'm more scared I'm not scared of deep fakes because we can see them coming.
Yeah, but the thing is that there's already experiments showing that if I show you a deep fake of someone saying something that's pretty nasty, let's say, and I go, "Oh, Josh, it's a deep fake, don't worry about it." You go, "Okay, cool." Your opinion of that person will stay changed, right? It affects your long-term memory in ways that are very complicated, and you can't just go, "Oh, forget it." You can't wipe it from your mind once someone tells you it's a fake. So we don't really know what that's going to do at scale when we start seeing deep fakes of politicians over and over again that are manufactured in a bespoke way to really resonate with us, right? Which we're going to probably get pretty soon.
Yeah. I guess when I say I'm not worried about it, I'm not worried. I'm just much less worried than I am about the problems that we can't even imagine that will arise once super intelligent creatures start to explore the world and learn about the world like babies, and we don't even know what's going on under the hood.
So there's that.
Or what conclusions they're going to arrive at for what is
Yeah.
a good outcome for.
I mean, I worry about the psychology around AI and how, like the deep fakes and the long-term memory, identity, how that's going to be warped. You know, in probably 2 years, we won't have to sit down and have the conversation. We can just get AI to create the video and audio for us and make it sound smarter, you know, redo it wearing suits, whatever you want, right? So, and that's just, what's that going to do to the way we think about ourselves when we don't have to be ourselves anymore? We're going to have AI doing things for us in media land, I'm talking about just now. There's just so many ways that it will affect our mind, our mental health, and our psychology that I don't think people are really thinking about yet. But I see it on the horizon already, right? And it'll come back. And because there's this arms race, both between companies and nations, I don't see anyone taking the time to think through these things before they're out in the wild.
Yeah.